When did that happen? Where did that happen?
Now, first topic is how important are dates. When we read history, we see lot of dates, so it seems boring to us as we have to remember the dates like when was Akbar born, etc. But history is more than dates, it's actually a comparison between parts, past and present. What happened versus what is now. As soon as you start comparing, you'll find history interesting, like when you drink tea or coffee, you can ask two questions. When did people begin to drink tea or coffee, or how did tea plantation start in India? Notice there were two sets of questions, that is when and how. The how part is the explanation or reason, and when part is the date. However, you need to understand there can be no clear date for a process, like we cannot fix one single date on which British rule was established or the national movement started, etc. We know that East India Company came to India in 1608, and then they started ruling from 1757, but no particular dates can be fixed. All these things happened over a stretch of time. Now the next topic is crucial. By what criteria do we choose a set of dates as important? First of all, now not all the historical dates are important, so the ones that are important are purely due to the event during that time. Like 1608 does not make any sense if it is not linked with East India Company. Therefore, it is an event that makes the date a very good example. Here most of the histories are written by British historians in India. Warren Hastings was the first Governor General of India in 1773. So, as on the history they wrote was all about their activity, policies, achievements, and no other activities were given importance. But now, we can write about history of that period focusing on the activity of different groups and classes in Indian society within the same format. Now the next topic is how do we periodize? In 1817, James Mill published Indian history into 3 volumes, that is Hindu, Muslims and British. The reason behind this was before the British came to India, the Hindu and Muslims ruled the country. But this division wasn't correct as Hindu and Muslim rulers coexisted. Hence, we cut the British classification of Indian history. Now, another division came up where the Indian history is divided into ancient, medieval and modern. The reason behind this transition from ancient to modern period were in how society developed and moved towards the modernity. Science, that is region, democracy, liberty and equality. But such division is also not correct, as British period is referred as modern period, but there were no as British period is referred as modern period, but there was no equality, freedom or liberty, nor there was economic growth and progress. Therefore, British period is referred as colonial period by historians. So, what is colonial? It means establishment of a colony in one territory by political power from another territory. The moment British took over India, India became a colony, and also we will read about the changes British rule brought in values and taste custom